Shalom, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rabba Kakwadash. Double honors to all the apostles, great millstone, and rule well. Peace, love, and blessings also to you sincere laborers, you brothers on highways and byways, giving all diligence to make that calling and election sure. And also blessings to you few sisters out there listening, learning, believing. I'm my fellow servant Kanakla coming at you once again. Another lesson, Lord's will, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. This lesson is edifying and exhorting, man, and I'm just smiling from ear to ear right now, man, the way this thing is coming together. The Heavenly Father is, really going forth with His word, man. And it's moving fast. It's moving fast, man. All these things happening and transpiring right now. But the focus of this lesson is this whole digital currency. All right. The agenda to remove all fiat currency, all paper money, to move to a digital system to usher in the mark of the beast, all right, which is the RFID chip. Now there's been talks in American media, all right, they've been reporting on this. China's digital currency is about to disrupt money, okay, and it's a couple reasons why China is done this. For one, to escape pretty much U.S. sanctions, because since America's currency controls the global market, if they put sanctions on these countries such as like China and Russia, all right, it limits them from making purchases, all right. So this is how they're able to pretty much evade or circumvent U.S. sanctions, all right, by other currencies or using this digital currency. So I did a video on this the other day, as China's digital currency is about to disrupt money, because this means they're going to use less U.S. dollars, okay? And if China uses less U.S. dollars, that's going to destroy the dollar, because you're going to have inflation. So as was said a couple days ago, that's not the focus point of this video. This is the focus point right here. American media was pretty much mentioning that U.S. digital currency to get the people, all right, the American people, that is, starting with the American people, pretty much comfortable with a U.S. digital dollar, all right, with a U.S. digital dollar, and is doing just that. Now you got these talks here. It says Bitcoin bull Novogratz says U.S. faces existential crisis if it can't engineer a digital dollar soon. As if this wasn't already in the plans, man. This is already in the plans. You gotta understand that the elites, they control China, all right, and they control America. This is the plan the whole time. Okay, what you think they just finna just out of nowhere launch a digital dollar? No, this was always on the plans, because the plan is to get rid of the U.S. dollar. And what's going to happen is each country, all right, for the most part, the big countries with the big economies, what's going to happen is they're all going to pretty much launch a digital currency, and it's going to appear as if they're all independent, but really, all right, they're all being controlled by the elites, man, the central bank, all right. So you're going to be like, oh, well, this is the U.S. digital currency, or this is the Chinese digital currency, but it's all the same because they all being controlled by the elites. So it's going to appear as if this was done independently, but, how convenient, or what a major coincidence that all these countries are launching a digital currency. No, that was the plan the whole time. All right, so I'm gonna get some precepts, and we'll probably read a little bit of that article. But this is Psalm 64. Start from the top. It says, "A chief musician, a psalm of David. Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy." Okay, who's the enemy? Starting with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay, the fear of the enemy, because why? He's gonna come down having great wrath, because he knows that he had but a short time. And how is that starting? By pretty much this digital currency to usher in the mark of the beast. So he's gonna do all he can. He gonna pull all the tricks out of his sleeve, so to say, from false flags to you know, left side of wicked enchantments, okay, spiritual wickedness in high places, to fulfill his new world order, man. Okay, and a lot of people are going to perish. All right, in the midst of this, it says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked." You know, as I stated, you know, this is not just thought up overnight. All right, they mentioned China is the leading player. Okay, because China has, they're running shit, man. They're the leaders right now. Those are the so-called, what they deem the new rulers, the next runners up. But we know, according to prophecy, that's not going to happen. But now here it is, the U.S. is talking about this. All right, this was just mentioned to get the people comfortable, to get the people prepared. Like, okay, hey, well, we need a digital currency then. All right, and gonna fall for the trap. So this is a secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. All right, and a lot of this happens through their media. The media controls all these things. The media controls the narrative. All right, something something doesn't even have to be actually happening, but all you gotta do is air it on a local news, and people gonna believe it. All right, just like it's like the news say, oh, it's gonna rain today, and people have a damn umbrella deployed like it's raining, and it's not even raining. But since they said it on the news, that's just what people are gonna go by, man. All right, and they demonize you, say you did this, you did that. They paint the picture, man. All right, who wet their tongues like a sword. The tongue, man, it's all in the power of the words. The scriptures speak about how the tongue is an unruly member. The scriptures speak about how the whisper or the tongue has pretty much started wars, man. Has make friends to be enemies. The whisper. So the tongue is very powerful. It says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Why is shooting secret at the perfect? Who's the perfect? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. And they're shooting in secret to get this mark of the beast system in place, so they can chip you and pretty much deem you as their slaves, man. Because if you receive that chip, you don't belong to the Lord, but you belong to the elites. Okay? And you're their property now. Okay? Because that's ultimately who they want. They want to chip the Israelites, like Egypt, to pretty much make claim of their property. They're slaves. They don't want to let the children of Israel go. So that's how they may shoot in secret at the perfect. This is all geared towards chipping, trying to chip the elect. They want to chip Israel. It says, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. So this is a snare laid privately right here. Okay? Because we know what that leads to. It says, they say, who shall see them? But we see him. Amos, 3:7, the Lord do nothing but reveal his secrets unto his servants, the prophet. We see through all of this, man. All right. It says, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. Okay. So their mind is deep within thinking of all this wickedness. This is the point here. It says, but the Most High shall shoot at him with an arrow, and suddenly shall they be wounded. As it's those missiles. Okay, the scriptures Job speak about when he is about to fill his belly. Okay, he's about to fill his belly. Let's get that real quick. Search up belly. Old Testament, Job. Let's get it. Oh yeah, Job 20. Let's get it real quick. Job 20 and 22. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, what? In the fullness of his sufficiency, trying to fulfill his new order. And you can see all nations are in compliance, all right, behind the scenes. You got China just launching its digital currency. Okay, now you got the U.S. in talks of launching digital currency. So what he's about to fulfill his fulfill. So in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. So in the midst of him pretty much getting every country to receive or to launch a digital currency and start chipping people, all right, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. And those arrows that David spoke about in Psalm 64, that the wicked is going to get shot with, those missiles, all right, it shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Okay, so that's when World War III is going to pop off and the destruction of Babylon the Great will take place. And certain other areas will get hit with these missiles too. So the missiles is going to destroy this kingdom. It says, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bull of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the body. Talking about the nuclear missiles coming out that silo. It says, yea, the glittering sword, and the sword is a representation of destruction. All right. And the missile actually look like a sword. Look at a missile when it has like the wings on the back of it, on the where the missile is propelled, the rocket system. You have like little wings on the back of it. All right. And then if you was like to look at a sword, you got the handle, you got the two things that stick out from inside the handle. All right. It is in the shape of a form of a missile. All right. So it is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. All right. And when the missile's coming, that's going to be straight terror. Okay. It says, all darkness shall be hid in secret places, a fire not blown. So let you know it's not talking about an actual sword. It's talking about the missiles. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. Right? Meaning his house. So, what the Lord say, it shall be a sacrifice in Basra. Basra shall become a desolation. Basra was one of the chief cities of Edom. All right. So America, that great city, the tabernacle, all right, is going to be consumed. All right. It says, the heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The increase of his house shall depart. So all the increases, because if you can see through this whole pandemic, that the rich have gotten richer and the poor has gotten poorer. So the wicked has increased. So the increase of his house shall depart. So his riches is going to depart from him. All right. It says, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. Okay. Because all his possessions, if they're not going to be destroyed and burned up by missiles, Yahweh Shai, man, is going to come back with his people. And it's going to be a transfer of wealth. Okay. Let's say you have reaped treasure together for the last days. It says, this is the portion of a wicked man from God, and a heritage appointed unto him by God. So the heritage, what these so-called white people is about to inherit, is poverty and destruction, man. They're going to be left bare and naked. Okay? So when David was talking about those arrows in Psalm 64 towards the end, the secret council, they're going to be wounded by those arrows. Okay? But God shall shoot at them with an arrow, and suddenly shall they be wounded. Okay, because it's only going to take those missiles an hour to destroy this place. Okay? So, this is secret council. The council is as Aaron Russo came out and said about Nick Rockefeller, is to chip everybody. That's the council. Okay? So, let's read a little bit about this. Just see what they say. It says, wealthy investor Mike Novogratz says that the U.S. has its fate in its hands, but will it be a major competitive disadvantage if it doesn't come up with the digital dollar soon? So here it is, like, oh man, we gotta launch a digital dollar to further get rid of the uses of cash, because people not using cash already. Most people are using apps or credit cards or debit cards. Okay, so say goodbye to cash, man. Right, and that's gonna get them complete control. It says such a move will be particularly important, so they let you know, this would be so important because China is doing this. China has fired the first salvo on digital currency front. He explained, to me, it's an existential crisis. We need a digital dollar. Novogratz chief executive, so order out of chaos. All right, they create the issue on one end. The elites create the issue on one end, and then what? This is the problem. This is the solution to the problem. Oh, let's just launch a digital currency. Okay, and people gonna fall for it. It says, to me, this is an essential crisis. We need a digital dollar. Novogratz, chief executive of digital merchant bank Galaxy Digital, told Market Watch in Friday interview ahead of the second part of the Market Watch Invest in Cryptocurrency. The digital one has long been viewed as not just the evolution of money for China, but also a way to compete with the U.S. and other major developed economies. The virtual yuan, now being minted by China, is controlled by a central bank. Exactly. Controlled by a central bank. So the elites are behind all of this. This which will issue the new electric money, the Wall Street Journal reported. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it on this, man. You get the point. This is all just to get the American people ready for the talks about China's digital currency, was to get American people ready for this. Now, I wanted to hit one more point. All right. It says, speaking about the secret council again, but God shall shoot at him with an arrow, and suddenly he shall be wounded. Because this is the council to chip everybody. So that arrow, Revelation 14:9, let's get it real fast. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and receive, it's like in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God. All right, them arrows, that glittering sword. You're gonna be burned up with these missiles, which is poured out without mixture in the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, meaning for a long period of time. It says, and they shall have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Okay, so this is that secret council. This is what happened if you fall victim to that secret council. You're going to get that chip, that mark of the beast, and you're going to receive judgment, man. All right? So things are moving fast, man. Things are moving very fast. So let's continue to watch, continue to pray, so we can be found worthy to escape these things. Till next time, say Shalom.